Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Crypto Daily on your favorite station, CNETv. You know how we do it in this program. We talk about the cryptocurrency space, the headlines, the top stories, the happenings in the cryptocurrency space, the blockchain ecosystem, and the fintech ecosystem. And you do not get this anywhere except on your favorite station, CNETv, where we broadcast in-depth knowledge and information about the space. Of course, I'm going to be the anchor for today's show. My name is Maria Oga. I know you guys would have been so surprised that for a while you've not seen or you've not participated, you've not been able to watch the Crypto Daily for about 4 days, but I'm sure you were able to watch something superb, something interesting, something educative, because this week was the Nigeria FinTech Week, and it was an amazing event. I for one was happy to have been to have participated in the event, and to have been a participant. Yes, that's the word, participant at the event, and I got lots of knowledge. I went there and came back more filled with knowledge, yes, impacted and happy. So I'm sure most of you that were on our YouTube channel and also our app, you were able to follow through the program. It was an amazing event. So that's what we're going to be starting today's edition with. And let me apologize for coming behind schedule today. We had to do little setup in our studio, having to transport all of our equipment back from the event venue down to our place here, our studio. It took a whole while, so apologies for being behind schedule. So we're starting off today's edition of Crypto Daily with the Nigerian FinTech Week story. That's exactly what we're starting today's edition with, the Nigerian FinTech story. So I'm going to be taking the story, okay? I'm going to be taking this story from CoinNews Extra. But before we do that, we are going to go on a very, very, very short break. Like, the break is going to be very, I know I've taken so much time, but the break will be very short, and then we'll talk about the story. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for joining us once again. It is Crypto Daily on your favorite station, CNETv. Now, I said today we're going to kickstart with the Nigerian FinTech Week. We'll just give a little summary about the event, little write-up about the event, what has been happening, the gist, yes, that's the word, the gist on different media platforms about the event, before we move on to looking at few headlines, and then we conclude today, because we have actually spent so much of our time. Now, the Nigerian FinTech Week was themed Sustainability and Ecosystem Building. That was the theme for this 2021 edition, and this is actually the second edition for the Nigerian FinTech Week. The second edition for the Nigerian FinTech Week, and it was themed Sustainability and Ecosystem Building. That is, the building the ecosystem, fintech ecosystem, sustaining it and building it. One of the panel session actually spoke about disrupting the disruptor, like when it came down to the COVID-19 pandemic last year, 2019, how it affected the fintech space, especially because so many people were not getting income to put in their account, to put in their banks. You're not getting income. With income were withheld. because of the situation. So many people couldn't even go to work. People were home. The only few set of people that worked were people of importance like the press, the doctors, nurses. Market women were definitely allowed to open their stores for specific time so people could get food, but money was actually a problem at that time, that period. So they spoke about disrupting the disruptor, COVID-19, disrupting fintech ecosystem space, and it was challenging. So many speakers actually spoke about the challenges they faced during the pandemic period, that's the COVID-19 pandemic period, how they were able to sort out that. And then it actually made people realize the COVID-19 pandemic was actually a blessing in disguise, according to most of the speakers, because at the beginning it was like, okay, we're not going to survive this, we're not going to move past this, how are we going to go through the situation? We have so many people, we have so many debts, like especially for financial institutions and financial companies that give out loans. They have so many loans with people, with firms, businesses, and then nothing is coming in. So at the beginning it was scary, but later people actually began to understand the importance of going digital. Yes, because so many things were done online. You have to order your food, you had to order so many things just to prevent getting in contact with too much people, because we're advised to try to reduce our movement so we don't get in contact with so much people and then spread the virus around, especially in Nigeria. That was actually the information given around the world, but especially in Nigeria, you know how crowded it is, especially in Lagos, Nigeria, Lagos. So people were going digital, trying to do stuffs on their phones, their laptop, on their devices. Yes, that was where people were. And this actually made most people get onboarded on this financial space, that's the fintech space, because most people left their traditional banks and then started opening banks that are online. Most of the banks online, they moved some of their accounts, some of their money into these banks and then started doing transaction with this bank. And that was when the financial firms started seeing a breakthrough and then started seeing the blessings in the situation of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, aside the disrupting the disruptor panel session, there was a session on NFT, promoting NFT. Yeah, talking about how creative youngsters can actually get onboarded and let out their creativity and also make huge amount of money from it. Yes, because NFT is so wide, it is an avenue for you to make real money. Just let us see what you have. Let us see your creative ideas. Let us see your creative work. Place it on the right platform, and then you have your dollars and your coins and all of that, depending on the sale, depending on the choice of sale, if it's a digital currency or a fiat currency that would be used to sell the particular piece or asset. Okay, so let's just read through the story. The FinTech week kicked off actually on the 25th of October on Monday and concluded on Friday. Friday was the grand finale, that's day 5, and the week was set to okay, I said it tomorrow, Friday, and it was actually, it had a massive turnover. It was an hybrid event, on site and online. Some people were present online and some people had to watch. Some people were present on site and some people had to watch online. That was why we were there, to bring the events to you so you could actually be in your comfort zone if you're not opportune to be at the event, and then get the knowledge and also be part of the amazing event. Now, lots of stakeholders were present at the event. Lots of stakeholders were present at the event. The CBAN president, senator, was present at the event. OKEX team lead, dev team lead was present at the event, Mr. Paul. Conversity CEO Adedeji was present at the event. So many stakeholders were actually present at the event, and the president of the event actually gave us a good news that about $321 million was raised by Nigerian fintech firm in 47 deals for the first quarter of 2021 across the entire industry. The president said it, and the president's name is Adeolu Bajomo, that's his name, and he gave us good news that $321 million was raised by a Nigeria fintech firm in 47 deals so far, and that's just in the first quarter of 2021. So by the time they round up the figure by the end of the year, it's going to be amounting to almost $1 billion, if not more. Yes, and according to him, Nigeria emerged as one of the top 4 fintech hubs in sub-Saharan Africa and joined the league of 38 countries producing unicorns in the global fintech industry. So Nigeria is part of the 4 fintech hubs in sub-Saharan Africa. I think Kenya is also part of it, South Africa is part of it. Yes, and Nigeria is also one of the top 4. He added that the week will generate practical ideas on how to move the nation forward, and also move forward the fintech space, the fintech ecosystem. And personally, I was there. I could happily say and boldly say that the information and the knowledge that was passed, definitely, if we can actually look into it, Nigeria would be a better place. Africa in general will be a better place, because this is the time to solve most of our problems and challenges with technology. Technology has given us a platform of diverse solutions to use in solving our problems and challenges in Africa. Now, also at the event, Rahad Prasad, the division president Sub-Saharan Africa of MasterCard, said he believes Africa is the future for digital technology revolution. That's what he said. I believe that Africa is the future for digital technology revolution, because there's so many, like most of the speakers kept saying, there's so many opportunities in Africa. There's so many opportunities in Africa. We might not see it. We here, we might not see it, but they being over there can actually see the opportunity that we might not be seeing. So they kept speaking and emphasizing on the fact that there are so many opportunities in Africa. And now the division president of MasterCard Sub-Saharan Africa is saying he believes Africa is the future for digital technology revolution. He also acknowledged that Nigeria has set the example of fintech ecosystem that collaborates with other key players from banks to service providers. He noted that Nigeria is at the epicenter of fintech revolution and remain a crucial player in the region. So big one for Nigeria, especially with the launch of the e-Naira. I am not going to skip past that. We're going to still look at the story on e-Naira. So let's just move on. The MasterCard senior official stressed that one key area that fintech can intervene in Nigeria is deepening financial inclusion across the nation. So that's the story. Okay, another story is still the fintech. Let me just wrap up the fintech story. Another story actually spoke about someone else spoke. A managing director of Altia Capital, Tokumbo Ishmael, said financial technology is at the heart of what company does, maintaining that it explores how fintech can be embedded in every other critical sector of the economy. Tokumbo also said that his company supports digital financial services that can reach the unbanked population in the country, not forgetting effort towards empowering women in the country. Now, this brings us to the part where the event spoke about FemTech, that is onboarding women, onboarding female to the space, that is to the technology space. Because if we look at the numbers, if we actually do a research and report, we're going to see that this space is dominated by men, always dominated by men. I mean, when I was in school, there used to be a notion, whenever I'm on my laptop, you hear, oh, you're watching a movie again. That's what you hear them say. Even if I'm doing something else, it's going to just be, you're watching a movie again, because I just feel most ladies just do not want to go into that space because it is very advanced. It requires lots of brain work and all of that. But the event actually encouraged women to go into technology space. Yes, they encourage women to go into the technology space because it is very, very important. Now, that's all we're going to take on the story on Nigeria FinTech Week. I'm sure you were able to follow throughout the week and then got a whole lot from it. So now we're going to be moving on from that story, and we're going to be looking at the story of Facebook. We're coming back to the e-Naira story, but let's just move away from that for now and then look at the Facebook story. I don't know if so many people have heard about it, but I'm going to be bringing it to us right now. Okay. I want to be sure of the website I'm getting the story from. Okay, this is from BBC News. Yes, this story is from BBC News. Meta, Facebook new name ridiculed by Hebrew speakers. Facebook new name ridiculed by Hebrew speakers. Now that headline is already going further from actually the beginning of the story. Now during the week, I think Thursday, let me be certain, I'm not so certain, but a few days ago, Facebook announced, and I don't know if I noticed it on my page, there was actually lots of videos from Mark Zuckerberg, that's the CEO and founder of Facebook. There were lots of videos on him even explaining the new change to Facebook. Now, he announced that the company's parent name has been changed to Meta. So that's what he announced, that the name has been changed to Meta, meaning the company has rebranded and it's now Meta. That doesn't mean that all of its company's name are going to change. That is because he owns Facebook, he owns WhatsApp and Instagram. That doesn't mean that they're going to change, but the parent company, that is the main company, has been changed to Meta, and the social media platforms will still retain their names, but the company has been changed to Meta. Yes, like I said, it was disclosed on Thursday. That was when he said it at the Facebook Connect 2021 conference. That was when Mark made the statement, Zuckerberg made the statement. He explained that other apps and technologies remain the same under the company called Meta. So, meaning you can now say Mark Zuckerberg is the founder of Meta or is the CEO of Meta. Meta actually operates the social media platform Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Now he also announced a $150 million investment in immersive learning to train the next generation of creators. Now this Meta is bringing us into the metaverse space. I was able to go through the stuff that popped up on my Facebook, and then I saw the virtual reality, the virtual reality glasses, all of this stuff. They want to bring our video calls to life. That's his idea. He wants to bring our video calls to life, and all of this amazing things that are happening that you have to go to maybe a place to pay for you to experience those stuffs when you're playing games. He wants to bring them into the social media platforms. So when you're making call, it feels like the person you're talking to is just right there beside you, and you know how amazing that would be, talking to your loved ones and then feeling like they're present with you. Yes, so he explained further that the new company brand captures where a company is going and the future we want to help build. We chose Meta because it can mean beyond and captures our commitments to building social technologies that takes us beyond what digital connection makes possible today. We are also introducing a new logo and color to accompany our company brand. So a new logo would actually be released and color would be released. The logo is treated in a blue gradient. Yes, that's the logo. I've seen the logo. It's like, yeah, that's how I'm bad at drawing, but I'm just trying to. I don't know if we could get the logo on the screen if it's possible, but that's actually, it's a blue stuff like N crossed and merged together. A very pretty logo actually. Now it's designed to be experienced in 3D, so it can truly come to life in the metaverse. This is exactly what I'm telling us about. So it's going to be a 3D virtual reality situation where you can move through it and around it. Meta focus would be to bring the metaverse to life and help people connect, find communities, and grow businesses. Okay, the metaverse will feel like a hybrid of today's online social experiences, sometimes expanded into 3 dimensions or projected into the physical world. So the metaverse is going to be an hybrid of what we have today online, and sometimes expanded into 3 dimensions or projected into the physical world. So that's basically it. You can actually go online, search on Google, YouTube about the speech that he made, actually, because he actually did a detailed explanation of the reason why we're moving, why the name has been changed, and exactly the mission of wanting to go beyond what we have right now in social connection and digital connection. So we're going to go on a very short break now. When we return, we're going to be concluding with the eNaira story, and then we'll end today's session. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency and FinTech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching Crypto Daily on your favorite station, CNETv. Just a short break. We're trying to. Someone in the studio is even saying that he does not believe in the eNaira. Well, I am here to make us believe, because whether we like it or not, eNaira is here to stay. CBDC is actually here to stay. Now, before I speak on the story, let me just give a brief. Lots of statements was made concerning eNaira even at the event. Yes, and opportunity to hear from an amazing personality, the CBAN president, Senator Ihe. He spoke about the eNaira. He spoke extensively about the eNaira and actually said if it can actually aid and further cross-border payment, lessen remittancy, and aid financial inclusion, then it's actually a good one for Nigeria. And most people have been asking the question, is this actually the right time for the adoption of CBDC in Nigeria? Like the CEO of Conversity said, that the time is now. Like, why wait? The time is actually now. Yes, it is now. It is time for us to onboard with this technology and actually explore. Maybe this would actually help with the devaluation of Naira and actually boost our currency, our fiat currency. And then someone else also said that no matter the involvement or no matter the advancement, Nigeria would always be a cash currency country, meaning there would always be a larger chunk of the citizens making use of the fiat currency. Well, let me not go so far in this. We're going to have this discussion on our CBDC FR program. Definitely, I would want to hear your views and exactly how you feel, because this in-era situation has brought lots of controversy and lots of talk, even at the event. It is always an interesting one. So let's just go through the story. Yeah, just briefly go through the story and then we'll conclude, because our time is fast spent. Now, the Nigeria CBDC in-era, that's digital currency in-era, was launched on Monday. Yeah, it was launched on Monday after the president actually gave an announcement, an announcement earlier, and then before the end of the day, the in-era was launched. Okay, I'm getting the story from Coins Extra. In-era was launched. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria has actually gone ahead to alert the public of a fake in-era Twitter handle. This is another funny thing. Why is it always very different in this space? Like, in-era that was just launched on Monday already has a fake Twitter handle, lots of talks. Some people are not even able to register. Some people are finally registered, but yet no in-era. Okay, so the Director Corporate Communication, Mr. Osita Wanisobi, said in a press statement that the fake in-era handle to the activities of criminals and warned the Nigerian public to guide against falling prey of the antics of such people. So according to him, the fraudsters have been using the fake Twitter handle at E_Naira_CBDC. They are acting like the CBN, meanwhile it's actually fake. So it's alerting Nigerians to beware, because this is a new space. So many people will be looking for information, trying to get onboarded, and this brings me to the fact that if you are not clear about the in-era, you can actually just send us a message on our social media platform. Just target hashtag in-era, hashtag confused about it. Just make sure you target the in-era. You definitely get a response from one of us. We'll definitely respond to you. You can actually send us a message. You can actually just watch our Crypto Daily program. Definitely daily we're going to be talking about the in-era, and also watch the CBDC FR program, where it is basically the central bank's digital currency that is discussed. Yes, ask us questions. Even on our YouTube channel, you can also ask questions. Search for information in the right places. That's what they're trying to say. Beware of the fraudsters, because you know how people try to take advantage of situations in the world. It's not only in Africa, it's not only in Nigeria, it's actually a general thing. So search for this information in the right place. And this would actually bring us to the end of today's edition of Crypto Daily. It has been an amazing time with you all. Thank you so much for watching. For more information, more content from the station, you can download our TV application, like I said, from your Google Play Store or App Store. Follow us on our social media handles, subscribe on our YouTube channel for more information. Thank you so much for watching. I am Maria Oga. Do enjoy the rest of your day.